Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to start us off. Bringing it out, it's Parker. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Same tailback, another carry. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, that start could not have gone any better, Kirk.
Well, Chris, as you know, it's always huge for an offense's confidence to score in the opening drive. Most times, coordinators are just kind of feeling the defense out, giving them a lot of different formations, kind of see how they react. To get points on the board, man, that's a huge plus.
Here's the point after attempt. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is out on the field. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. had to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense showing a bunch formation now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they'll start off with a deep shot. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge game through the air.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
First and goal, Ohio State.
First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, down here inside a 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitor. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Defense is coming after him. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Ohio State, number 17, Whitney Harris.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Crosses the 30. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
Boy, when your running game's working like this, especially in the first half, it makes everything easier. And after big runs like that, watch for the offense to come back and attack off play action.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. No huddle here for the offense. A quick throw out left, complete. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to hit. What he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Offense will keep it on the ground here. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The defense with more pre-snap movement. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Ohio State. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. But they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
LSU 7.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn of the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Ohio State 21. LSU 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Nice grab. It's Daniels. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to throw. It's Collins. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. It's a quick grab. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
1st and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Offense facing 2nd and goal. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Throws to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They stop him after a 6-yard game, so 2nd and 4. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Buckeyes will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Looking for 6. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And here's the handoff. It's hard running there through a tackle.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Grab down the middle. It's Henderson. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back to pass. It's Howard. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 7-point lead, 28-21. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Makes a quick grab. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. It is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him?
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Back to pass. It's Howard. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 35-21.
That makes the score Ohio State 35, LSU 21.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. Runs through the defender. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Back in motion now. Looking downfield, it's Collins. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Black 24. Gorilla.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. The squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. They stop him at the 42, but that's a good job by the return team. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
LSU 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he fields it inside the 15. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line. plays.
He's marked out of bounds after 50. Good enough for a first down.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Looking to scramble now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
28.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. So they'll retain possession. It's no turnover, but a big loss on the play. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Linebacker shifting around now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? To the air, it's Howard. Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and it's incomplete. What an opportunity for a desperately needed takeaway. Couldn't quite come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, their hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Makes the grab. It's Tate. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Running out of time in the pocket. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's just been unstoppable today. The quarterback finds his favorite receiver for yet another touchdown.
And that is another touchdown for this guy. And what's been very unique is they've moved him around. He's the left, on the right, outside, inside. Also ability to get downfield and make a catch. You can catch it underneath. Just a total package, having a dream game.
Bringing it out. It's Parker. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34. Excellent field position here for the offense. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Extending the play now. Football comes out. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Touchdown, Buckeyes. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Lining up to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Ohio State 56, LSU 28.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
LSU Tigers will take over first and 10.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Here's that defense shifting again. He's running out of time here. Grab down the middle. It's Lacy. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to chuck it again. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Brings up second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
On the set.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 56, LSU 28.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, so the drive keeps going. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Brings up second down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Here's the throw deep downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
56, LSU 35.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. Handoff to the back. Finds room at the 30. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Second down after that previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football and vertical shots to boot.
Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Howard. He's escaping the pocket now. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Buckeyes line up with a first and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. That's an old school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
That running back needs to find the picture of that touchdown. Up into the air. He can frame that. That's a nice score to remember.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
LSU 35.
Bringing it out, it's Thomas. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
LSU Tigers will take over first and 10.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking for a deep completion. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense. First down here for this offense. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. On first and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's got it for a big gain. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looking right, this one caught. Oh, what a move to break into the clear. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And this defense, reeling after giving up that big play, responds immediately with a sack.
Yeah, on the previous play, the offensive line did their job. They held up. Nice job in pass protection to give the quarterback time to make the throw. The very next play, the defense has had enough. This time, they win the battle up front and get to that quarterback and come up with that sack.
Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
70, LSU, 35.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone.
And your LSU Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going for a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
On the double.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. The pass rush closing in.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. 2nd down and goal. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
77, LSU, 35.
Bringing it out, it's Thomas. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
And your LSU Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back, it's Collins. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position.
Here we go.
He'll hand it off. Fights off a defender.
Just another example of this offense just doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
It's a fumble. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
Boy, incredible job here by this defense to create this turnover. It looked like this game was over, but now with this turnover, they got a chance to get back in the game.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Throw to the running back in the flat. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, their character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackled quickly, but a solid gain. Ball spotted at the 25 now. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. You can't stop him. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. And this one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. The completion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. One last pass that falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.